Good morning and welcome to Sports at Sunrise, where Geek gets his morning sports opinions. That's how it goes,
That's
right?
how that works.
No, you do.
Oh,
You
that's how
listen.
that works.
You listen. Sometimes. Your ears don't work all the time.
That's true, they don't.
Anyways, how are you this morning, my friend? My dear friend.
Um,
The friend who
doing
I've seen this
pretty
week
good.
in person
That's true, we did.
for
What?
10 seconds.
True. 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 Sorry, my brain broke. I didn't realize Clash in Italy was today.
Yeah.
Oh. That's fun. You know there were
Thanks.
WWE things?
Did I know? Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
one thing and decided to just ignore the. I saw two things. One
Okay,
of
what
which I
thing
was
did you
fully
see?
gonna ignore. One of them I was gonna ignore. And you'll probably notice one of them if you look at the results. It's one of the two I saw.
I don't know.
Oba lost.
Oh, I did see that earlier, which
I know
unfortunately
why.
makes sense to me because
I know
doing
why
the
they're doing
trilogy,
SummerSlam and letting
Yeah.
Brock retire in Minneapolis.
which is crazy. I genuinely wonder if creative asked Brock if Gunther could retire him, and he said "fuck you," and that's why he did the thing he did at WrestleMania.
Well,
And then creative was like, "Fine, we want you to retire at SummerSlam. It
what
can
I
be Oba."
think it was is they thought Gunther was going to be the big dude who they kept building, and then Oba just came out of nowhere, and it's like, yeah, this guy's so over that.
Which really sucks because now I wish it would have been Oba who retired Cena and Styles.
I think if they would have known Oba was genuinely going to stay,
Oba was this over
but
already. They should have
but
just
the NXT main roster move over is always a risky one because they could be over in NXT, but main crowd's not over on them. Oba just walked in and said, "I am over. I am
Yeah.
over."
Because, like, that's just a better, I don't know. Because whether you love Gunther or hate Gunther, he's not a young talent that you can
You
prop up for the next 20 years.
It's so nice
Oba
that
might be.
it's so nice that we finally have the feeling of we know who it's gonna be.
I still don't. Like,
I am
WWE, look back in history at who's actually been as over as Oba right now. How long were they actually the face of the company? They never were.
I think Oba has a chance.
I hope so.
Like
I
think
just don't trust WWE.
I don't either, which is also why it scares me because the other thing I saw was my girl Sol Ruka is the new IC champ. She beat Becky.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, she beat Becky. I was happy.
And Gunther lost.
To
So what's been the
wait,
whole
who do
point
you face?
to Cody? He
For the
had
title?
a title match.
Oh,
But like, how do you retire Cena and build Gunther as like the next big
Well,
bad, but
because
just have him
they-
lose to Cody?
Cody wanted to face Gunther. That's why. There's two
Cool.
names
So
on
Cody,
Cody's
if you want
list.
to do that.
Do you know?
do.
There's two names on Cody's list he wants to face during his title run.
Okay.
Gunther and Oba.
Okay. So drop the title to Gunther here. And then let it be an Oba Gunther feud, and Oba can just bury Gunther and at least, but because then at least in the grand scheme of things, this building Gunther as the career killer, having
Yeah.
him get ended by like the next big star, at least that makes sense.
Facts.
Instead, you ruined what you did with AJ and Cena, and you've just wasted it when you could have at this point given it all to Oba, because Oba already feels like one of those guys who will be a main draw with or without a title.
Oba already is.
Right, that's what I mean.
Like,
so you should have just given him
yeah.
all of it. Because if Oba loses to Brock, you don't feel like it wasted Cena and AJ. It feels like he still just got the rub, and oh, I'm sorry, technically the most dominant force in WWE over the last 20 years is still that guy sometimes. Okay.
Yeah.
But it just, the creative sucks, man.
It's a mess.
And like, apparently this whole thing, I know like Rhea beat Jade Cargill, which is cool, but like you had Alexa Bliss and Charlotte, like, who have been teaming up with Rhea to do things recently. But Charlotte's the only one who came out to help Rhea, which doesn't make sense because Alexa's the one who was talking the most shit to Jade anyways.
Yeah.
Because Jade Cargill tried to, on the mic, step to Alexa. And Alexa told her, I have gone toe-to-toe with everyone in this company. I've destroyed careers. Be careful if you're going to open your mouth to me.
Yeah.
Part of me thinks that was a little bit real. I think Alexa was like, fuck you, dude. Which I love.
I think Alexa just wants to go back to being a single star.
She definitely does. Dude, because maybe Alexa's not the best in the ring, right? She's undoubtedly the best woman on the mic.
Absolutely.
Unquestionably. So,
I mean,
let her go back to being that.
Look, WWE's figuring it out.
I hope so. Jesus. Oba had to get hit with 7 F5s, though.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Look, to be fair, the one guy WWE has consistently not done dirty is Oba.
That's fair.
Oba may lose, but he's not, like, losing. You know?
No, why are we doing this?
What?
Did you see what happened apparently at the end of Tribal Combat?
Huh. What happened?
That's funny. Apparently Roman hit him with a low blow during his kick out, which is really funny. Unimportant. But Roman won, unsurprising and correct choice. You don't give Roman the title to make him lose it in his first appearance. You just don't. And let's be honest, WWE is craving next WrestleMania to finally be Roman versus Seth.
Probably.
It's never happened. They want it to happen.
Probably.
This is your best chance.
So, I think the failure of WWE is they have plans, but they don't know how to time them out.
Yes.
That is, like, consistently, I love the direction they've gone with, but their timing has just been horrible.
Constantly.
It's like they don't...
Dom and Finn. Why did you wait until Dom didn't have a title and make it pointless?
What my big issue is it feels like Triple H doesn't like transitional champions. Transitional champions are fine.
Yeah.
You can have a champ for 2 months who beats a big guy name. You literally saw it with Kofi Mania.
Yeah.
And Kofi
just do them a little less dirty than you did Kofi.
Yes. But he was a transitional champion whose entire point was just to get to what they wanted to get to.
Like, it's like the Damian Priest thing. You didn't need to let him have the title as long as he did.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, you can have multiple transitional champions in a row. Have it be Damian, and then when the feud with Finn starts, let Finn be the one to take it, and then let Gunther beat Finn. Like, it doesn't have to be 6 months for every guy. Sometimes it can be a month. Yeah. Fuck, you did it to Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. Sometimes it can be 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Let guys have their moment. Like, genuinely, just let more guys have their moment. Because instead, you've decided that, like, 5 people ever get to hold a title. And that's really stupid.
I agreed.
But yeah, after the match, as Reigns, the Usos, and Jacob Fatu exited the ring, Solo Sikoa, Tala Tonga, and Tama Tonga appeared in the crowd as we did the Bloodline versus Bloodline thing already. Stop. I don't care if Roman beats all of them. Let me get some new Roman feuds. You know,
Please.
Let's get some young guys in here. Let me see Roman work with Javon Evans just because it's fun. Let's see Roman work with Braun Breaker. since WWE has officially kind of moved on from the idea that Braun's a main star, which I appreciate, because while Braun is good, Braun is Roman Reigns 2016. He cannot do the mic, and that's fine. I like that they've now put him with Austin Theory in the tag division. The tag division can create real superstars.
Yeah.
Don't push guys too fast. Sometimes I think they push guys too slow. Like Carmelo Hayes didn't need this help. It didn't need to be 2 years before he arrived. He should have got the push Braun Breaker did. He was always more ready.
So, I'm not going to say cut slack, but give Braun some slack.
Mm-hmm.
And, WWE actually, not Braun.
Sure.
Braun Breaker's issue has never been the talent. He can't stay healthy.
That's also fair.
Like, they get something going with him, and then he gets hurt. So.
Yeah.
You ready for
also trying to think, who else would you want to see Roman feud with? Like, let's say we already know from Royal Rumble, Seth's going to win. Seth's going to be the big Mania feud next year. So from now until Rumble, what do you want to see Roman do?
I need to look at the roster. I need to look at who's on that brand.
I want Roman Cody at Night of Champions. Just because let's just finish that trilogy, right? Because this is the perfect time because you don't have to put a title on the line, and it's a big draw to suddenly make, Night of Champions big.
Obviously give me Javon.
Like, Javon's fun. Genuinely, even just for the rub it would give, even if he loses. Let's see Oba, man. Because, you can justify Roman beating Oba. Roman is the big bad of WWE, and Oba just got here. It's like the Brock thing. As much as I hate Brock Lesnar, you don't lose to Brock and go, man, he got buried, unless you get Kofi Kingston and it lasts for 7 seconds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if Oba goes 25 minutes with Roman and Roman just spears him 1,000,000 times and wins, you go, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it happens. No, so the name I'm gonna say is might sound a little crazy at first, but then you're gonna think about it. Reward that man, Chad Gable.
Yes.
Give him this match with Roman.
It'll go hard. It'll go hard.
Yes. And it'll be one of the best matches you have all year.
Even if it's just a short, one.
He just wrapped up his
view thing.
He just wrapped up his El Grande Americano stuff.
Yep.
So it's not like you're, diving into another storyline that's actively going. That he's done as El Grande Americano now.
Yep.
You have that freedom again. Use your star.
Honestly, it's been a long time. And I don't know. I think justifiably there's a reason for another match. Give Finn Balor another one. And then give rubs to, Ethan Page.
Yeah.
Because again, losing to a guy like Roman hurts nobody.
No. It helps.
But it does make you feel better. Yeah.
Is you ready to stop wrestling and go on to football?
Also, give Danhausen a championship match because it would be funny.
No, because Danhausen has to win. Danhausen can't lose.
Because before the match, you just see Jey Uso and Danhausen a roll of money to not curse Roman.
Okay. You know what? I take back what I say. Give me it.
That would be fucking hilarious. You know what?
You know what? I'm in.
No curses. We want a clean match. All right. Hopping to football. Something happened with CMC?
So, CMC actually has some positive news right now. The 49ers have finally realized, hey, you know what might help CMC's health? Let's manage his workload in practices instead of games. So they're actually going to manage his workload in practice.
Wow.
Soccer, right?
Yeah.
Felt like that should have been done a while ago. Hey, we have the star who can't stay healthy. Let's maybe not make him practice as much.
Yeah.
Because we know exactly
That's fair.
what we're going to get from him on game day. If he's healthy. Let's, keep him healthy. Instead of Avery Sunday being if he was healthy. Take the what if out of the what if. And then the Vikings did something finally.
Yeah, the Vikings have a GM now.
Yeah. It's a miracle.
The Vikings have officially hired Nolan Teasley, who was an assistant GM in Seattle. He apparently was regarded as one of the NFL's top young executives, and now he goes to Minnesota. I don't really know anything about this move, and I don't really care because it's the middle of May, and obviously he doesn't really have much of a job to do.
Yeah.
Because everything right now is coach-based anyways. But what I was going to say, and why I wanted to save this for the show,
is it's a smarter move.
I think that's a really smart move.
Yeah.
Because, if you had hired him in January, he gets 3 months or 4 months before the draft to figure out what he wants to do. But all of the scouting reports you get are done by the previous GM's guys anyways.
Yeah.
So the team just rolling with one of their assistant GMs who's been there forever, and then allowing the coaches to kind of help dictate that draft for that year, instead of like we saw, because love Kwesi, hate Kwesi. In his first draft, you knew he was fucked because he was working with the previous GM's board, and none of that, because you would see in the later drafts, none of the picks from that first draft matched anything he did later.
No.
Whether that's good or bad, all that tells me is he was set up to fail in his first draft anyways because those aren't his guys. Whether his guys would have worked better or not, that's not important for this conversation. But you don't screw over, in this case, Nolan Teasley, with having to rush through a draft to figure out who his guys are going to be. Now, he gets this full season with no pressure right now because all of the big moves have been done. You keep your, money guy in Minnesota who's been able to make the cap work every year, and Minnesota is one of the best teams in the league at that. They're not the Saints where they're forced to push it and push it and push it all the time, which is good. So, I don't know if it's good or not, but I like the way they did it. We'll see if it plays out well.
Yeah.
But it seems like it's good. Also, speaking of Vikings OTAs, because we talked about it last time, Kyler and JJ are still splitting first team reps. It is a real battle, and I'm glad.
Yeah.
Also, did you see the drama between them?
Yes, I was actually that was gonna be my next question, by the way.
Do you think it's real drama? Because I read a thing that I love. One of those answers is from a confident veteran who, unfortunately or fortunately, has had every role on a football field in his life handed to him. And one of those answers was the younger guy who just had someone in to threaten his job, who really wants to keep his job. And the funny thing with JJ is we've seen him in a quarterback competition once. Do you remember Cade McNamara?
No.
I don't know what happened to that guy, but he was the guy at Michigan who was supposed to be the actual guy. And then JJ showed up as a freshman and said, "No, I want your job."
Yeah.
Competition is good for quarterbacks. Kyler's never had any. Ever. But also, Kyler did give the good veteran answer. I also like the answer JJ gave. Please give me your thoughts.
There's two different thoughts to this. Truthfully. This is just what it is. I like JJ's answer to an extent.
Okay.
I like JJ's. I love Kyler's answer.
Yes.
I love Kyler's answer. Kyler gave you the, this is your quarterback, this is what you want to hear from your quarterback answer. Can I be honest here?
Of course.
This reminds me of Sid and Bo Nix. Except the roles are reversed. Because this is exactly what happened with Stidham and Knicks when Knicks came in as a rookie. Except Stidham was the guy like, I'm here to compete with him, blah, 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 blah. With 2P's not the same guy, blah, blah, blah. And Knicks was the guy who was talking fair game.
So I would agree, except I don't think JJ in any way like put down Kyler.
And Stidham didn't either.
But like, and I don't think it was just like it's competition. Like, I want the full actual quote here because I want to make sure I'm getting this right.
Yeah, of course.
From JJ.
Of course.
Yeah. Oh, is this real? Oh no. There's one account that keeps popping up on Twitter that keeps lying to me. But like, JJ also, I don't know. Like, Kyler gave the correct answer publicly, but I genuinely don't know if Kyler's actually mentoring JJ. None of us actually do. But JJ just being like, you know, we're just the two guys in the classrooms. He sits on one side, I sit on the other. It's the coach's responsibility to teach us and coach us. That's fair. And part of me wonders if JJ doesn't want, like, this sounds bad, but doesn't want the advice from Kyler because they play such different styles. He's like, what is Kyler going to teach me about what I need to know? I don't have to play like he does.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a thought.
Hold on. Can I circle back to the WWE's thing real quick? Just
real quick, yep.
Gunther's foot was under the rope. So there was actually technicality to Cody beating Gunther.
That's all right. Did you see Steve Smith Sr.?
No.
They were talking about the JJ Kyler thing. He's like, you know who can beat JJ McCarthy in a QB battle? Anybody with a heartbeat.
Damn.
That's just not true.
Well,
we watched two guys not be able to do it last year, in Carson Wentz and Max Prosmer.
Okay, now.
What?
They barely have a heartbeat in the game of football.
That's not fair. Carson Wentz has more of a heartbeat than Stidham.
No, I never said he didn't.
I was going to say, genuinely, if the Broncos had Wentz in that AFC Championship game, they'd probably go to the Super Bowl.
I don't know about that because I remember the goal line play with Carson Wentz in Indy.
We don't talk about Indy. When old quarterbacks go to Indy, that's where they go to die.
Hey, Philip Rivers went there and played decent for 3 football games.
No, he didn't. He played decent for half a quarter.
I'm not talking about his first Indy run. I'm talking about his second Indy run.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, respect my boy. So I forgot. Does this Hall of Fame counter restart?
But also, the other part of JJ's comments that nobody's talking about is like the organization made the decision, like they feel the need to improve the depth and quality of the QB room. That's fair. And that's a good answer because he's saying Kyler helps improve the room. And then he said, all I'm thinking about is continuing the upward trajectory that I set for myself that last quarter of last season, which is also fair.
Yeah.
Because if JJ can keep improving from there, there's no reason he shouldn't. You know, like,
Thanks.
I don't know. I think I'm already over the discourse of this season, and we haven't even got to training camp yet.
Welcome to football season, buddy. All right, go to baseball.
So there's a funny thing with the Yankees and athletics.
Mm-hmm.
The Yankees did not have a hit or score a run against the Athletics outside of the third inning, where they had 11 hits and 13 runs in one inning. There was 8 innings of no-hit baseball and 1 inning where everything exploded. And I just think that's funny.
That tracks.
The Rockies, after having really good first 2 games against the Giants, including a game where Ezekiel Tovar hit a walk-off home run, and became only the 5th player since 1980, which also means the 5th player in the last 50 years to have multiple home runs and multiple stolen bases in the same game. It was Ezekiel Tovar in this game, Mitch Moreland in 2010, Dan Gladden in 1988, Ron Kittle in 1986, and Ron LaFleur in 1980.
Huh.
Tovar is the only one on this list who had a walk-off as well. And then the Rockies beat the Giants yesterday, so Rockies are doing good. Do you want to know the score? Well, do you want to guess how much the Rockies got beat by today?
12.
Close, 13.
Oh. I tried to guess high on purpose, by the way.
The game was 19-6.
Oh.
And yeah, so bad day for the Rocks.
Yeah.
Tanner Gordon, who started the game, didn't do well. I have some unfortunate news, Caleb.
Who got hurt?
Nobody. But you want to know who had the worst moment on the pitching staff?
Who?
Zach Agnos.
That's outstanding news. What do you mean?
Oh, it's bad news.
It's good news.
He gave up 7 hits and 7 runs. Which is just tough.
And this is your
I don't know
goat?
how you did it. No, I never said that.
Yes,
I want him to be, but I never said that.
Yeah, that's your goat. You said he's better than Dollander.
I never said that.
Pull the tape.
Please roll the tape. I never said that. I said I wanted him to be our number 2 behind Dollander.
Nope, you said he's the number 1 because he's your goat and you love him and you want to make out with him.
None of that happened. But
I
yeah,
still remember it.
Brett.
Roll the tape.
No. But yeah, so the Rockies exist in baseball. That's about all I fully know. There you go. Oh, there was a ABS challenge yesterday between the Yankees and Athletics where ABS failed and called a ball a strike.
Oh.
So that's fun. So it literally shows that it's a ball and missed by, 0.8 of an inch, but also that it called it a strike anyways. So I don't know what happened there.
Huh.
Yeah, so shout out that. Let's get to basketball. We've been here for longer than planned.
Yeah, no kidding. First off, did you see what Adam Silver said about the use
Flopping,
of AI
that
in
it's
the
not a
NBA?
real thing because it's. Wait, what?
You can use
I thought.
AI to help officials in games.
No.
Yep, to help on-court
Oh.
fouls, so some calls don't need to use a waste of a challenge.
No.
Anyways, let's go to the finals. Game 7. We're gonna ignore Game 6. Do we want to
Game
ignore
6 doesn't. I mean, I don't know. Shay's still
No,
bad
we're gonna go to Game 6 for one reason.
because Shay's bad.
David
And Lou
Fox
Dort's
played
bad.
like shit and they still won.
Shout out.
He had
That
7
sucks,
assists though, but he couldn't make shit from the field.
Shout out.
Game 7. David Fox played a good basketball game.
It took him long enough.
He helped. Devin Vassell didn't play a great game, but it's fine.
Hey, shout out Shay though, man,
He
because
tried.
I was just giving him shit for being bad in Game 6, but he showed up for Game 7. He gave it a hell of a run.
So I saw a tweet
Too
just
bad
now.
the Thunder didn't give it a hell of a run.
I saw a tweet that said, "I snuck onto an NBA court as a basketball player," and it's a photo of Chet Holmgren holding up a finger, and it's the Chet Holmgren YouTube account because he did not show up for Game 7 of the finals. How would you feel about your supposed to be second best player on the floor that night giving you 4 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks over 33 minutes,
Not great.
and taking 2 shots?
Not great.
No, Wemby played solid.
Yeah.
Julian Sampetti was the hero of the game, though, for the
Yeah.
Spurs. Shout out Sam Petty. Did you hear what
Dude was hot from three.
Did you hear what Jalen Williams said after the game though?
No.
I don't know if any team as hurt as we were could have made the run we made.
Shut the fuck up. The Timberwolves made almost the same run and are 10 times more injured. What? You're missing one guy?
That's not even though I thought of two different examples.
Okay.
LeBron in Cleveland without Kyrie and Kevin Love going to the finals.
2015, yep. And
the other one, you may not give me like this. The year Milwaukee won the finals, the Nets, who were a toenail away from beating the Bucks, without Kyrie and with James Harden not being able to play basketball pretty much, still came out and was literally less than a foot or was an inch away from going to the conference finals that year, or was it the finals that year? I don't remember. Which was quite literally a team that was down their two best players. Well, sorry, not the two best players.
No, they're two best players.
No,
KD, the greatest role player of all time, to be honest.
Their second and third best player that year. Well, okay, so here, let me ask you this. Who would you give as the... Yeah, so they were one game away from the finals that year. Sorry, not one game away. One game away from the conference finals, and for context... That year, can I find the playoff schedule? Oh, of course, you work top down. They would have had to play the Hawks to go to the finals. I'm confident that Nets team could have beat the Hawks. But
I'm not. Trae Young better.
Good one. But those were the first...
KD? Yeah, give me Trae Young.
Those were the first two teams I thought of.
Fair.
And I'm like, both of them.
But. Well, and also, if we're just talking about to get to this point, there was the Celtics, 2018, the Isaiah Thomas year, where they had all the pieces, but all the pieces got hurt except IT, who still tried to take it to LeBron. IT was giving him hell.
There's teams that quite literally were dying and still made runs.
And you still had, your two best players? Depending on where you
your best player.
Up, it's 2 out of 3, but you still have your best player, so who cares?
The Nuggets literally last year.
Right.
We're down everyone but one year we're down everyone but Jokic. In that same year the Suns went to the finals. Gave the Suns a lot of issues where the owner had to try to get Nikola Jokic suspended.
Yeah.
But Wembanyama is going, and he was crying after that, he meant the will to him.
Which is awesome.
Yes.
But also, that is going to turn into the Joel Embiid thing, and it's unfortunate because people have already done it, and I kind of agree with them. Go look at the Knicks when their game finished and compare it to the Spurs. The Spurs are acting like their job is done. And the Knicks know there's still 7 more games. This is one of those, the Spurs have the best player in the series and the Spurs maybe have the better team. But I don't know. The mentality's not right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Knicks have we're not finished yet. And the Spurs have oh my God, we did it, we won. And normally the oh my God, we did it, we won doesn't work. You can't celebrate like you're LeBron after the 2016 finals in the conference finals. You just can't do it.
No.
Because, imagine if the Knicks sweep them, dude. They're going to get clowned for the next decade. And, it's the thing, right? It's, if we're going to keep the standard of all time, what we're going to. Wemby's got to win this one. He does. Because otherwise your legacy's fucked. If you're not undefeated in the finals, you're not good enough.
I'm very interested to see how the finals play out because it is very much the Spurs have the best player. They're the favorites. A lot of people think they're the favorites to win. I'm going with the Knicks.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this finals though.
Yeah.
Like, when was the last time you could say you were actually excited? When the Spurs
Kind
won.
of for all of them except last year. And that's not even true. Last year I was excited until the middle of the game when Halliburton got hurt and I turned my TV off because...
And by the way, that injury didn't matter according to the Thunder. They were still going to win the game.
Which is just not true.
Yeah, apparently their injuries matter now.
Because what was Hallie doing at the time?
He was like 4 for 4 from 3.
12-point game, and Halliburton was 3 of 4 from 3. He had 9 points in 7 minutes. Like, dude was not losing. Like, no. Shout out TJ McConnell though, man.
It was still a good game.
Yeah, like that 12 points, I genuinely do think Halliburton makes up for 12 points. I really do.
Yeah. I mean, like, you can't tell me it wouldn't have mattered.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because quite literally, the play before that happened, when Hallie hit a 3 from basically from probably 3 or 4 feet back from the 3-point line. That wasn't even a heat check. He missed one. They got the ball back to him. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. You know where the orange and blue stripes are after the logo? In the middle of the court?
Yes.
He shot from there, switched it next possession towards Achilles.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, not the next one, but a few possessions later.
But yeah. So. Yeah.
That stuff. You have anything else you want to talk about?
I don't. I think we'll be getting into the finals on Tuesday, right?
Is that when they start?
No.
Nope.
Tuesday's episode is going to be a short one.
Yeah, because we don't...
Or Wednesday mornings, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Anyways, that does it here at Sports at Sunrise. We hope you have an outstanding day. And bye. Geek Rave. Wave right now. Good boy.